There we go. I think we're live now. Jesus Christ. This can I say this? Thank y'all for tuning in to Facebook. To not Facebook, to intelligently Ratchet. I don't know what I'm talking about. Um, I want to deeply apologize to all the fans and everything like that, man. First and foremost, that are watching us on YouTube due to me joking around on Facebook. And I'm gonna tell you what this what happened. This is what happened.
No, but yo, break it down, yo.
Break it down. What had
Because
happened?
yeah, I mean, what
Okay,
did
so
you
yesterday, okay, I was having a great day on Facebook, right? I was having a great day. Okay, so I did a mean shit to say that kind of talked junk about inbreeding because I had just watched, House of Dragons. So I was like, oh, somebody call you ugly. Here's a comeback. They call you ugly. Say that's why your mama is your daddy's sister, and you are first cousins with your granddad, and your family is single-handedly keeping tuberculosis, rickets, and club feet going. You know what I'm saying? That's what I said. That was the post. That's a mean shit to say. That's nothing. I'm not offending anybody. It's a joke. Boom. All right. Then, but previously, before I did that, I got flagged because one of my homeboys in one of the sports groups showed a dude, the Redskins losing. And the guy punched the projection TV, and the thing fell out the projection, the screen and everything like that fell out the projection TV. And we know that a projection TV is a very old TV. Right. So I was like, oh, he should be punched for hooking up cable to that TV. And I got flagged for it. And I was like, okay. And it was like, this goes against community standards. I'm like, okay, I could get that. I get that. Okay, maybe I shouldn't say you should have got punched. But then they flagged me for the previous post. I'm like, and people had already commented on. I'm like, how did y'all go back? This, you know what I'm saying? This has nothing to do with. And I got 24
retroactively got you.
And they retroactively got me. And then they're going back to February when I said the Crips are up one for the Super Bowl. You know, when I go to Facebook jail for that shit. So I'm like, yo, what is fucking going on Facebook?
Dude, you trying to tell me you caught three Facebook charges in the span of like an hour?
2. And then they put me restrictions. They said 24 hours. I'm like, all right, cool. I can get it with 24 hours. Then I go back in. It's like, yo, you restricted for 60 days. I'm like, that's unfair. I can't go live for 60 days.
Look, I mean, I got an analogy for that. Okay, I got an analogy for that. Here's my analogy for that. Okay, one time I got popped for for driving with a suspended license, right? Okay, so I had to go to court. I had to pay whatever, right? And then I got popped, not popped by the court, but popped by the DMV. It was suspended because I got caught driving with a suspended license. So it's like double jeopardy. Well, no, not double jeopardy. But double popped.
Right.
Yeah.
Hit twice for the same reason.
Pretty much, yeah, pretty much.
I'm like, man.
My dumb ass did that twice though. So
did you really?
Yeah.
I was a king of riding. I'll tell you straight. I was a king of riding dirty.
I mean, North Carolina is look. You have not earned your driving chops if you haven't drive dirty in some form or fashion in the state of North Carolina. Sorry,
okay,
you just haven't. Whether your license, whether your license is expired, whether your license is suspended or revoked or expired, or your tags are expired.
Okay, well,
you let your insurance lapse. All of that falls under the category of riding dirty.
Gotcha.
My tags is bad right now. I'm trying to get my tags spent, and they won't even let me renew my tags online. I'm like, come on, man.
They're trying to make it go out to the actual DMV.
Man, I don't know what they want. I'm gonna blame it on COVID.
You got a warrant out there you don't know about?
Nah, I got no warrants. No, sir. I shouldn't have no warrants.
Yeah. I mean, because I'm like, why can't you do it online?
Right.
Trying to get you in there is like, oh, Mr. Jarrett.
Oh.
Well, actually, you know what, Mr. Jarrett, and as you bring it up, I couldn't renew mine online either. I had to go to the actual license plate place down here. But it's not the same as going to the DMV. That's an all-day thing. License plate spot is like 15 minutes in and out.
Yeah, 15 minutes in and out. Mm-hmm.
Depending on where you go. Still,
right. It's up to
exactly.
Okay.
It's up to block. I'll go in there and be like, hey man, here's my money, bitches, and I hope you have a good time with it. All right. Man, fuck that, man. Let me see. How can we, man? Why we ain't get no viewers on YouTube, man? We gotta have some YouTube viewers. I'm about to go on the Intelligent Ratchet page right now and say, go on YouTube.
I'm about to say, I shared it on our page.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, cool. Share it on the page. Share it on the page.
You know what I'm saying?
But share it on your personal joint. That might help.
These niggas.
I shared it on mine too. But while we getting that squared away, Mr. Perry, it's been a while, sir. How have you been? I don't see the cane. What's going on, man? You been stepping with the bros lately?
I've been good. Actually, I should have my ass at an alumni chapter meeting this evening, but I was supposed to go to the Frankie Beverly and Mays show tonight in Greensboro, but the show was postponed to late January. Okay, so that kind of freed up my night. But to be quite honest with you, I'm in a lot of pain right now. My back has been killing me all week. You know how lower back pain goes. So it was like, okay, so should I? So I was like, nah, man, because tonight's what we call a form. It's a formal meeting. So that means that means I got to be in suit and tie and the whole nine. I'm sorry, bros. I just was not in the mood to put it on. My back is killing me. I'm trying to make sure that I am pain free when Sunday rolls around. Okay, and if you have not signed up for the for the YB Normal hosting class, make sure that you do. I have not because hear me out.
Okay, I'm gonna hear you
because I will be at the Zoe and Tall Black Guy show at the Pinhook, which is happening at the same time, and I got those tickets before the host with the most, Bishop Omega, posted that he was going to do this class. So I will have to catch the next class, but I hope to I'm hoping that my back is up to par enough to go enjoy Zoe and Tall Black Guy. And if you haven't checked out the episode Zoe and Tall Black Guy on Straight to Tape, go by the S2T Media page. It's there. The interviews there as well. So
that's dope.
Nice.
That's dope. Shout out to S2T. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Hey man, like I said, if you can't make it out, like and as far as with the hosting thing, man, I'm just gonna give some tidbits and everything like that, like because you won't be there. But I'm gonna talk about a few things that because people think that hosting is an easy thing to do. And it's like, what's the reason, you know what I'm saying? What's the reasons why you hosting and everything like that? And I'm going to kind of get into those places and I'm going to walk people through. And I really want like these young boys to come in and these young ladies to come in and, that want to get in the hosting coming in. So that way you don't got to go through the pitfalls because just because you popular don't mean you could be a host. Just because you on a radio don't mean you could be a host. Just because you a DJ don't mean you could be on a host. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. It's a certain what up, Danny D? You know what I'm saying? It's a certain science to hosting. You know what I'm saying? Just like comedy. I figured out that there's a science to comedy. Like I really looked into it. It was like, because you got to figure out who you are. You have to know who you are.
Right.
To be successful. Because if you look at any successful comedian, you know what I'm saying? Which is different than acting, which is different than rapping and everything like that. The comedians that you like are who they are.
Exactly.
Win, lose, or draw.
Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart.
Kevin Hart is Kevin Hart. I just watched the Joe Coy new stand-up special on Netflix.
I heard it was funny as hell.
Listen, I was peeing. I peed a little bit. I peed. You know what I'm saying? I was laughing so hard because, and then it was like, I've heard Joe Coy before, and it's like it's been always ha ha ha, but somehow this man touched my nerve. He went in there like I don't know why he wrote how he wrote these jokes, but they were awesome.
Funny is funny when urine comes into play.
When urine comes into play,
funny when urine comes into play. When
you tighten up a little bit, you're like, oh, I got to tighten up.
But Joe, I feel you. You know, when you hit, even if you've been out there for a minute, okay, when you hit your mark, you hit your mark, okay,
right.
And your comedy is about to go to your especially your stand-up is about to go next level. We think about it. We saw it with Chris Rock back in the early 90s when you compare his early work to to when he started hitting the marks with the Bring the Pains and everything after that, he was hitting his mark. Most recently, and okay, I've become the older guy in the room because I have fallen in love with SiriusXM. Okay. I have a SiriusXM subscription. I will keep that SiriusXM subscription, and I listen to a lot of the comedy channels, especially Kevin Hart's Laugh Out Loud. And with the recent passing of David Arnold, rest in peace, David Arnold.
Right.
He was 54 when he passed away. Now he was a comedian and writer that had been in the game for a long time, but I was hearing a lot of his contemporaries, say this, during their tributes to Mr. Arnold, that as it related to his stand-up, he had just hit his stride. Yeah. He had just hit his stride to that point where boom, everything that was coming out was like that, bam, bam. He was himself, and everyone felt the fun. Okay, you see comedians when that occurs. Okay, those that are longtime fans of Patrice O'Neal.
Yeah, oh yeah, right.
We saw that when it occurred with Patrice. You see that happen when you feel that comic, when you feel that stand-up comedian take that next step up,
and it gets genius level. It gets genius level. It gets to the point where you're like, oh my God,
exactly.
This is something. This right here is something special.
Yeah,
right.
It's like that. And and I'm good. You know what I'm saying. And I'm blessed to be. You know what I'm saying. Blessed to be talented enough to also know how to rap and also do spoken word also, right? So it's like one of those things, like when you are blessed to be able to manipulate the word, because that's where it comes down with hosting comedy. When you're up there by yourself,
right?
When you're up there by yourself, when you're up there, when you have to come up with an idea and convey this idea to go to make a person laugh, like you first of all you have to understand the room. And this is goes well with comedy hosting, not so much music or whatever, because the room is yours anyway. You've already set the room. You know what I mean? It's like, this is what I'm going to do. If you like my art, you like it. But with comedy, it's like you got to, you know what I mean? Especially when it comes down to reading the room, that is hosting 101. You know what I mean? You have to know how to read the room and how to read the room, and then or manipulate the room to be what you want it to be. And that's where hosting comes involved, because you have to be, and I'm giving a little bit of out of here, right? But
you have a little bit. You got to pay for the rest. Man. Come on.
But you got to pay for the rest. But you have to know who you are. That's the biggest thing, is knowing who you are. And that's what in life. That's in life. Like when you know who you are, then no one can move or shake you. No one can speed up your process, because that's the ultimate confidence. You know what I mean? Like no one can shake Perry's confidence. You know why? Because Perry absolutely knows who the hell he is. Now did he come into who he is at 16, 26, 36? You know what I mean? 46 years old? We don't know. But whatever the product we have, he's in his space. A lot of times that's when they say, old motherfuckers, they set in their ways, because they understand. They understand life. They're like, you know what? You get to a point when you be like, oh, all this other stuff is BS. All this other stuff is more, you know what I'm saying? It's more of a like, and when you carry that into whatever you do, whether it's hosting and everything like that, if you don't know who you are, you're going to fail, because you're going to allow somebody to knock you off your dean. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And I always tell this story, and I remember when I caught mine, when you said, Perry said it, he was like, yo, when a comedian hits their mark, anybody, everything works. Everything works. See, they don't do that on straight to tape. You know what I'm saying? Phone calls, TV, radio, silent and all. Come on, our show, do whatever the hell he wanted to do.
Hey, man.
If you buddy. Hold on.
Matter of fact, while we're getting these technical difficulties squared away, this is what it looks like, ladies and gentlemen. This is the class. Make sure that you are there. The workshop is going to be well worth it. Class registration is $20 fees. Simple, man. It's as much as you're going to spend on McDonald's tonight. So it's worth it. Come through, learn something.
Jewels, man.
Learn these jewels from Bishop Omega directly. This man's got over 20 years of experience in the game, killing it. Comedy shows, hosting God knows how many open mics at this point. All sorts of events, small, big, festivals, just as recently as a couple weeks ago.
Yep.
Like he has
he can't
all
count
the
him.
tools.
He can't count him. He can't count him because he is a hosting savant, ladies and gentlemen. A hosting savant. Okay. And if you sign up for this class, I mean, come on, man, it's only 20 bones, all right?
Right? $20.
Yeah, I mean, that's what the dub tag, right? Anyway,
right.
You know what I'm saying? yo, sign up and get these jewels, especially if you're interested in learning how to be a better host, learning how to be a host in the first place, man.
Right.
Go grab them Bishop jewels. Trust me, it's gonna be worth it on Sunday.
Yeah, man. And I'm not going. I got a little bit of a curriculum. I'm gonna hit some points and stuff like that. But yeah, man, it's just like and I'm going back to what Perry said, and I'm going to tell this story too. I'm like, I remember that day, the night.
Bro, I don't mean to cut you off.
Go ahead.
Do you want to share this now?
Yeah, I'm gonna share this now because this
you might want to include. I think you might want to include. I'm trying to
protect the product.
I got a few stories. I got a few stories. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. All right.
Got a few stories, but like I remember the night. Was Jack Spratz. And then, you know what I'm saying? And in Jack Spratz, it was one of those stages was only 6 inches from the floor.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying? So I'm standing up with chest height. So you right here, like, you know what I'm saying? And the place makes sandwiches make sandwiches in the morning. You know what I'm saying? I'm like this. They sell coffee. But it was open mic and Cass was in there being too cool one night. And you know what I'm saying, as a host, I'm like, yo, put your hands in the air. And this has been after a couple of weeks of this shit going on. I snapped. Snapped. I told DJ A Minor, I said, DJ A Minor, turn off the music. Turn the music off. Turn it off. Turn the lights up. And I stood on the subwoofer. And I said, and I went in on the crowd. And I fucking went in. I said, you know what? Y'all in this mug. And y'all think this y'all BET Awards. Y'all done came in here with your little fake ass chains. You know what I'm saying? And your Louis and your Gucci. Who y'all trying to impress? Who y'all trying to impress? This is practice. This is to get you getting to the next level. And I'm like this, and you can't show people love, but you want cats to show you love. Then y'all come up to Bishop Omega. Like, hey, Bishop, put me at the beginning of the night or put me in the middle of the night where everybody here. Why, niggas? So we can hear your two whack ass songs that you know what I'm saying that you done worked hard on. Y'all, you know what I'm saying, you're trash. Y'all trash. You know what I'm saying? Because I said, if you're signed right now, put a hand in the air. Put a motherfucking hand in the air if you're signed. And guess what? I said it better not be one hand up because signed niggas don't do open mics. You are not on. I said, you are rapping in a place that sells sandwiches tomorrow. Like, yo, you have not made it. You know what I'm saying? I was like, yo, and at the end of it, and I was like, yeah, and I said, I promise you, y'all gonna look at me like I'm crazy. I said, I promise you. Don't give it up for the next person. Don't stand up for the next act. That's your peer. And you better be the best thing smoking. When you come up here, you better be the best thing smoking. Because I'm gonna rip your ass, I'm gonna tear your ass up. So guess what they did?
What they do?
Hands together for such and such. Nah. such and such came up and did a good job, did a solid job. And what I'm saying, and I felt good for such and such, because such and such sat there and stood in his little corner with his little group of friends, and they stood up the whole night. They clapped, they whistled, they did whatever they did. They kept the conversations and everything like that. All that were polite. Wasn't very good, but you know what I'm saying? I said, well, give it up for him, right?
Mm-hmm.
Next person came up. One of the cats sitting there being too cool was trash. I was like, yo, that was trash. That whole thing was trash. He forgot his lines and all that stuff. You are trash. And after I called him trash, I said, well, I don't care. And guess what? And at the end of the day, if you think I'm trash, I said, at the end of the night, we could put on instrumentals and I'll blow you out the fucking water at some rap shit. And then if you feel like getting froggy, it's always an alleyway around the corner. It's always me and you can talk this out in the phone booth, bro, Hammond. And from that point on, I got respect. Because once you call somebody whack, that puts everybody else on notice.
Right.
That's going to put everybody else on notice. And then it's like, so
now they got to come correct.
And then that's when I start realizing that when I'm doing how I host, the way I host is more for because you're coming out for the experience, man.
Right.
Yeah, you're coming out for the experience. And that's what you have to do as a host. You have to make the experience great. Because then you get to a place where, you know what I'm saying, when I heard things like this, and it's not to toot my own horn, you know what I mean? It's just like, yo, I saw you on the bill, so I came out. I don't know nobody else on this bill. I saw your name on it, so I knew I was going to have a good time.
There you go.
That's your job as a host.
100%.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's all I'm going to say on the host. But please, man, y'all come out. Y'all please jump on the thing. Like if y'all can't come out this Sunday, again, that I'm gonna do the same class. I was just talking to my partner today, probably in December. You know what I'm saying? So we might do it every other month or something like that. If it gets to a point where y'all want it every week, I'll do it every week. I don't care. I don't mind talking. I don't mind talking at all. You know what I'm saying? There it is. Thank you, P Nominal, for your excellent, my lovely assistant, P Nominal. But I'll be remiss. I will be remiss to not talk about, man. The homeboy just couldn't be here because he's feeling under the weather. You know what I'm saying? I think it's a stomach bug going around.
Get well, Just. Get well.
Absolutely, man.
Get well, Just. Because I had it earlier this week. Stomach bug, man, messed me up. The kids got it from daycare, and you know it was like I said. The week started off. This is my week. I get put in Facebook jail. I can't go live for 60 days, and I had the poops and peas and everything else. I had the poopy peas or whatever is going on. I couldn't keep nothing down but water and hope. You know what I'm saying?
Water. That's it, man.
Boy, that was it, bro. So you know what I'm saying? So again, you know what I mean? But hey, man, I don't look what I'm going through. Yes, I do. I look terrible today. I'm telling you, but yeah, man. So, but I'll be remiss to not talk about my this is very close and dear to my heart.
What's that?
These 5-0 Eagles, buddy. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my God.
Ooh-wee.
Here we go.
Oh man, look. First quarter of the season is over. We're in the second quarter of the season. You have, as an Eagle fan, you have every right to be happy right now. Seriously.
Good start.
Yeah, it's an excellent start. Okay. You know, I haven't looked at the schedule, you know, for up until game 9. Okay. So the second quarter of the season, I mean, it's just about maintaining that. I mean, you don't look at this point right now, you don't want to get to game 9 and be 5-4 right after a 5-0 start. You know what I mean?
Well, watch your mouth. I feel like you're trying to be a little bit disrespectful.
No, I'm not. You see,
Eagles always sensitive, man.
They go there Philly sensitive, man. No, I'm just saying. You know when you get off to a hot start, okay, when because a season is broken. The NFL season is broken down into 4 quarters.
Yes, sir.
Okay, you want to You know, if you start off the first part of the season at at 1,000%, okay, you want to make sure that the next quarter of the season that you are no worse than 500%.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Now I don't have any quips and qualms about my Philadelphia Eagles, right?
Okay.
Some of these games, you know what I'm saying, like the Arizona game, I knew that was going to be a tough game when I looked at it on the schedule. You know what I'm saying? I counted that. I was like, that could be a loss. The Vikings game, I was like, because I saw the Vikings week 1, I was like, oh man, we might be in trouble. But this defense, man.
How you feeling about this? Is it? I believe it's Sunday going against the Cowboys.
Yeah, you know how I feel about that.
It's gonna be a shutout.
You know how I feel about that. It's like this: if they don't bring Dakota, Broken Dakota, you know what I'm saying? That's what I'm calling them going forward. It sounds like a country song.
It
Broken
does.
Dakota. If they don't bring out Broken Dakota, we are going to eat. We are going to eat. Now, this Cowboys defense might also eat. So we need to we got to get some turnovers. You know, I'm going to be honest with you, because the Cowboys, that defense travels. You know what I'm saying? They played that defense. I've heard it. I've heard that, and I was like, yeah, that defense comes out and it comes out and play. Doesn't matter where they play at. So they got a tough ass defense. Parson is a little bit banged up, so hopefully he's a little gimpy. You know what I'm saying? Where he's a step slower, so we could catch up with him. But yeah, man.
What about Jalen Hurts? Oh, is it Hurts?
Hurts. But Jay, like I said, I'm worried about him. I'm gonna let P handle this. I think that with the kind of like P said, with the amount of usage they're using Jalen's legs and all that stuff, and they banging him, I want them to kind of slow down with that. I mean, yeah, it's great. I don't care how we win, but we're winning, right? But it's like, okay, let's use your arm to get some more of these touchdowns, man. I mean, you know, number 11 ain't dropped the ball yet.
Right.
Brown, he ain't dropped the ball yet. 35 targets, all of them. Let me get them all.
But that's always going to be a worry with a mobile quarterback. Okay, with the athletic quarterback, because the thought is, okay, all right, arm game not working. Let me go to the ground game, my ground game as a quarterback. Right. You can't do that the whole time. You have to evolve. Okay. Right. One of the beautiful things about looking at your boy in Baltimore right now to see how his game has evolved. Okay. Yeah. I mean, because now he is able to kill you. Why am I forgetting his first name? Quarterback from the Ravens. Yeah. Quarterback from the
Jackson.
Think about it. He won his Heisman and pretty much, let's be honest, as a running quarterback. Lamar Jackson. Yeah. He won his Heisman as a running quarterback. Okay. When he won MVP his second year in the league, a lot of that was still with was still with the ground game.
Right.
Now he's evolved. And you see how he's playing. You see how he's playing right now. I mean, right now, if I'm looking at anybody as an MVP of the league right now, that's what I'm looking at right now. He can win his second MVP this year.
Oh, Lamar Jackson is doing that. Yep. I mean, yeah, he's balling out. You know what I'm saying? He's putting up good numbers, and also he's putting up like, y'all didn't want to pay me this contract this year.
Exactly.
I'm gonna show you what I'm gonna do, and listen. And now, okay, Ravens, because then he gonna force that hand. He gonna force that good old hand. Like, y'all didn't want to give me that little bit of money right now. Now I'm gonna go ahead and ball all the way out.
And think about it, the fact that he doesn't have an agent. Nope. His mother's helping him out with negotiations, and I've seen all of the Tasha Mack jokes online. Okay, wow. Calling his mom Tasha Mack. Well, look, but I'm sorry. Let me tell you something. Lamar ain't Malik. Okay, Lamar ain't Malik, and by the end of this season, he gonna get paid. Simple as that.
And Lamar, it's like this. And Lamar, like, yo, man, he ain't letting nothing out, man. We gonna go in and worry about them contracts. We worry about the contracts. I'm gonna go out here and play.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And I'm gonna go ahead. And I like what he taught him. Man, listen, man. I know this play. We can go ahead and play the ball. Listen, when we play the ball, you was gonna throw it. Listen, but them contracts, we can go ahead and down. Now, exactly. Please understand me. I'm like, man, Lamar, you can't talk worth shit. But he's brilliant.
He's brilliant. Okay. All right.
He's brilliant.
He's gonna let his work and his stats speak for themselves. And this is just off on another sport, and it's the same person, a similar athlete that was in the same position coming into this season, and now we're near the end of the season. Hey, look, all hail the judge, pay the man.
All
hail the judge, pay the man. Because my New York Yankees could have given him a contract extension at the beginning of the year. They did not. Now he is the single season home run leader in the American League. Pay the man.
Pay that man. I'm breaking records, bro.
You let your stats and your accomplishments for the season do the talking when you are in a contract year. Bingo.
Yep. There you go. And he young too. Young.
Yep.
And guess what? And one thing the Yankees don't want to do, they don't want to see Judge. They don't want to see Judge with a beard, because that means he's on another team. You know what I'm saying?
Thank you. Look, I'll say this. Yeah, and if it's a full beard, that means his ass went to Boston. And
with the full, because Boston don't care. Boston like, you what? You don't want to wash? You ain't gotta wash. Can you hit a home run?
Come on, come to Boston. You'll be fine. You'll be fine. We keep our darkies in place. You know what I mean? So yeah. I want to see. I don't want to see.
Can I say this right here? Speaking of Boston. So speaking of Boston, someone told me, speaking of darkies in Boston, it was like, yo, they call black people Mondays. It was like, why they call black people Mondays? Because nobody likes Mondays, man. I spilled my tea, man. I thought that was hilarious. That's up there with Moon Cricket as far as the best.
But that sound just like some Boston shit.
The Mondays, the good old Mondays over there.
Oh, man. Yo. Look, we're gonna get off of sports in a minute, but what you think about the return of the King on Saturday night? The return of Deontay Wilder.
I am not even remotely excited, man.
Surprising. Why?
I am not, man. I think Deontay Wilder has lost his luster. For me.
Okay.
All right.
Understandable.
Right. You know what I'm saying? It was like he lost his luster because I realized that Tyson Fury, and maybe it's this right here. Maybe it's just that I just have to realize that Tyson Fury is probably just one of the best heavyweight boxers of all time. He just might just be flat out.
Yeah. Which I would agree with. I will say this. Tyson Fury is the best heavyweight boxer of this generation. Okay. I will clearly say it hands down. Okay. But the person right behind him is Deontay Wilder. Okay. Because without Deontay Wilder, there is no Tyson Fury. Okay. There is no Tyson Fury. The only losses, the only blemishes on Deontay Wilder's record are from Tyson Fury. Okay,
you're right.
When Deontay Wilder was the focal point of the heavyweight division, the heavyweight division was popping. Okay,
yeah.
When Tyson Fury is not fighting Deontay Wilder, guess what? The heavyweight division is a little bit boring. I'm sorry. Okay, and I like Alexander Usyk. Okay, who exposed Anthony Joshua as being more of a fraud than we all knew that he was. Okay,
yeah. I thought Joshua was going to be this like I would have thought it would have been Wilder Joshua. I thought we was going to have these Wilder Joshuas for the next. You know what I'm saying? I thought it was going to be that was going to be the Frazier Ali, right? Like
which it should have been, but when the promoters did not play nicely, Deontay Wilder gave who a shot? Tyson Fury. Right. The rest is history. The rest is history, which is the reason why I'm excited for him coming back, because there is no excitement in this division without Deontay Wilder. Okay, and the way it looks, there's a strong possibility he wins this fight. That Alexander Usyk, who has 3 of the 4 heavyweight championship belts, he's looking to fight Wilder. He said it himself. I'm looking to fight Wilder. I want to fight Wilder, and I want to fight Tyson Fury. Okay, when Usyk retained, beat Anthony Joshua for the second time, Tyson Fury said, "I want to fight Anthony Joshua."
Oh, he got woo.
Okay, so that caused Usyk to let me see what Deontay's doing. I might pivot and fight, so he's seriously thinking about pivoting. He would like to fight Deontay Wilder. So Deontay Wilder gets past this fight on Saturday. I've seen his opponent before. I'm sorry, I can't remember his name off the top of my head, but there was another young heavyweight that was undefeated, Polish American cat, who a lot of people were looking at being one of the next climbers. And this guy stopped his forward motion in track. The cat has never been the same. Okay, wow. So it's a good return tune-up fight for Deontay. You get past this, then we might see some more excitement in the heavyweight division. Because I'm sitting there and like, just think. If Deontay wins this fight, he fights Usyk. He takes the 3 belts from Usyk. What's the next fight with Deontay? Guess what you're going to see?
You're going to see Fury again.
4. Yeah, you'll see 4.
You're going to have to see 4.
Yeah, because I'm sorry, at the heavyweight division, that's as much as some of y'all would hate to hear this, that's still the money fight.
You absolutely right. You're absolutely right. But it's like if Wilder can't, and I think what it is this right here. It's like he was electrifying, but he was a lion. And I don't mind you getting knocked out as a lion. I don't mind you, what I'm saying? My thing is this right here. If you're going to be a warrior, go out on your sword. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? I'm not like we probably did the same thing with Tyson too, right? It was probably like, Mike. But again, but then we after everything's said and done, we're gonna be able to appreciate it, even him and his losses, right? And it's like, but man, those excuses, man, took a lot. Like, just say you got beat, bro.
No, I know, I agree. And the excuses took away from the first loss, okay? Right. But if you notice, after 3, he didn't have any excuses. He went down on the shield, and it raised his respect level. Okay? Right. So. So I mean, even I looked at that fight and I was like, it was hard to complain about that fight because they went at it.
Yeah,
they went.
What I'm saying, fight one. If I'm not mistaken, fight 1 was when he got his eardrum busted, right?
No, fight 2 was when he got his eardrum busted.
Yeah, so fight 2, I'm like, once you busted somebody's eardrum, it's pretty much nothing you can do. You can't. His equilibrium is a wrap. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like this. It was a good punch. It was a well-placed punch. It's a lucky punch, you know what I'm saying, to be able to do that. You know what I'm saying? It's a 1 in a million. It's a 1 in 1,000 punch for you to rupture a man's eardrum. I mean, I can't. Like, at that point in time, it's like, all right, man, you ruptured his eardrum. Stop the fight. I won't even really count that as a loss. You know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? Like, yo, bro, you can't do that. It's almost like hey, you punch the dude or whatever, and you break your wrist. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's an injury. I'm not gonna be too mad at you for losing the fight off of an injury. I'm not gonna be mad at that. But when it's like, I hope he developed a boxing game instead of just.
I agree.
I hate, instead of just this, because he'll size you up and boom, here it comes. Boom. You know what I'm saying? Like, we understand you got the power, bro. You know what I'm saying? Fury felt that. I think that when he knocked Fury out, and I think the ref did kind of count a little slow. We can, you know what I mean?
Fight one.
No, I agree. You know what I'm saying? With the draw, and it was like that's the only reason why you won, because of those two knockdowns. Those 2 10-8 rounds. If he didn't have those 2 10-8 rounds, then Fury mopped him up. You know what I'm saying, with the points. So it's just like, hopefully you don't.
I mean, remember, I scored. I told you this before. I scored that first fight, and yes, that first fight was a legit draw because of those 10-8 rounds.
The 10-8 rounds.
Because it is 10-8 rounds. If those were 10-9 rounds,
Fury had
Wilder would have lost. Yeah, Wilder would have lost the fight by 2 points.
By 2 points. Yep.
By 2
because
points.
he was out there. I mean, like I said, that was a great fight. That was a great fight.
Yeah. It was a great trilogy. It's a great trilogy.
It's a great trilogy. It showed us to say, hey, respect Tyson Fury. Because I mean, when he fought Klitschko, it's like, all right, man, it's 2 fat white guys up there.
That was a boring ass fight.
Oh my god!
To this day, I this certain fights that I watch multiple times. That was a one watcher. That was like us. That was like us sitting on sitting on live watching Roy Jones and Mike Tyson exhibition together. Okay, that's like the only time I will watch that fight ever. Right. It's not getting the replay. It's not getting the replay, y'all. Okay,
it's never. It was better. It was like, it was one of those days where you just watched it because it was there to watch.
Yeah, exactly.
It was there to watch.
It was there to watch, and there's a drink nearby. Boom.
Right. Perfect, and it was COVID. It was COVID.
Yeah, because, exactly. Perfect entertainment. Perfect entertainment.
COVID entertainment. We just watching anything. We were baking bread. We were making sourdough bread. We're staying in. We wouldn't get haircuts.
Exactly. Yo, man.
But hold on. Before you jump into that, because I want to keep one more thing. Have you seen the Redeem Team? Have you seen that?
Not seen the documentary yet. How is it?
A chef's kiss.
Okay, cool.
It's
I
a
gotta
chef's
check
kiss.
it out. Check it out.
It's an hour of your time, like an hour 20 minutes of your time. It's up there, man. It's, if you have to put Last Dance as number 1, this has to be a close 1B.
And I actually don't put Last Dance at number 1. Last Dance is in my top 5. Okay. It's not my number 1. Okay. My number one is Lakers Celtics. Period. Off top. That's number one. Okay. Within that top 5, I would actually also have to put the women's that 4-part women's basketball team.
Oh, you know what?
Incredible.
That was super incredible.
Okay.
But this one, the only
I gotta check that out. Definitely.
Yeah, it's pretty, like, you know what I'm saying? It's pretty damn good. It's pretty damn good because they opened up the old wound on how Puerto Rico came out and bust our ass. Right, Puerto Rico bust our ass. Like, you can't be mad at Puerto Rico.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I don't think we've even talked about this because this came out like near the end of the summer. Okay. Did you ever get a chance to watch New York Point Guards?
I have not. That's on Showtime, right?
That's on Showtime, dude.
I don't have Showtime.
Incredible documentary produced by Kevin Garnett. I mean, probably produced by Kevin Durant regarding the greatest point guards to come out of New York City. Incredible.
Hey, yo, so if anybody got the Showtime app, you know what I'm saying, hit me in the joint, you know what I mean, so I could go ahead and
incredible. When I mean incredible. Shout out to my homie Kenny Anderson, who was who was touched in, who was touched on in that big time. So it's a must watch.
So let me ask you this. Let me ask you this.
Mm-hmm.
On the point guards, because I think of Steph, Kenny Smith, Kenny Anderson, Sham God. Who else is in there? Rod Strickland.
Rod Strickland. Well, I mean, when we're talking about the greatest,
how do you list them?
How do I list them? I would probably have Pearl Washington at number 1.
Okay.
I would still have Pearl Washington. I would have Pearl Washington at number 1. Number two would actually be Rod Strickland. Number 3 will be Mark Jackson.
Mm-hmm.
Number 4 will be Kenny Anderson.
And
then I would have Starbury round out my top 5.
Round of 5.
It starts with Pearl Washington.
It's hard for me not to have Sham God on that list, man.
No. Sham God is an incredible influence, okay? And trust me, I've been a Sham God fan forever, okay? Right. But when I'm talking about the pantheon of the New York point guards, I would still have those 5 ranked ahead of him.
Right. Well, guess what? Yeah, you're right. Well, maybe because you know what I mean, because you got league status and all that stuff too that goes in that. But guess what? Sham God got the crossover.
Yeah, no, true.
Sham God got the crossover. True. Because I don't know anybody. If the Sham God crossover is implemented correctly, if you've ever played ball and you've ever got a chance to Sham God somebody, that's an instant.
Yeah.
If you just need somebody to get away from, Sham God him. Like, you know what I'm saying? At the end of the day.
Yeah. That's it.
Because that man has removed people. So and I'm telling you, I've seen this. Mm-hmm. If you slow down, if he does a Sham God, I don't care who does it. When Sham God does this, the slow, a little bit of your soul leaves your body. Like it's still attached.
Yeah.
But it's halfway out of you before, you know what I'm saying, and you can see it on screen, man. But I gotta check that out. Hopefully I could, you know what I mean, they'll release it on another streaming platform where I can watch it. So let's get nerdy, man.
All right, let's get nerdy.
How do you feel about because I don't think we spoke about She-Hulk.
I've enjoyed it. I still have not watched the last 2 episodes. So I missed the Daredevil, and I missed the season finale. But I will be catching up on that tonight. I've had some other stuff that I've had to catch up with, which I will not name on this platform because I don't feel like having the debate on why I am watching this. Okay, don't want to hear it. Don't even ask.
We're friends here. What if I pinky promise? I won't judge you. Here it is right here, P. There's the pinky promise, P. You see the pinky?
All right, pinky promise. Dude, I love Zatima. I ain't even gonna front, man. Zatima. Zatima. Okay. All right. It's a spinoff from Tyler Perry's Sisters. I knew he was going to do this, okay? You know, you see, this is the reason why I did not want to share this in the first place.
I was told, listen, I said I wasn't going to say nothing negative. Okay. Maybe
you got judgmental on me right there, okay? You did. You really got judgmental on me right there, okay?
I did not.
Yeah.
I didn't.
Yeah.
I just don't. When you said Tyler Perry,
I know.
But maybe it's good.
But look, they took the two best characters from that show.
Okay.
That really made that show worth watching.
Okay.
And spun them off into their own series.
Oh, okay.
Which is
okay.
actually
so they realized the goal that they had and watched all the rest of it off and said.
Well, they haven't watched the rest of it off because those two characters are. Thank you, Phenomenal. Sisters is actually a dope show.
Let me say this right here. So I want to be full on because I no longer have BET. Like you know what I'm saying, like. When it came down to like, you know what I'm saying, I had the whole big cable package and everything like that. I was like, you know what, I'm going to bring it down. So I just do certain channels. So BET was not one of the channels I selected because during the time I did that, BET didn't have anything going on. It was just like, I was like, man, I don't think I've watched like before I got rid of it on my channels. And I might bring it back because it sounds like there's a lot of stuff going on, BC.
This is actually a BET Plus show. Okay. And I actually have BET Plus because, believe it or not, there's some fun programming on BET Plus. That's not even Tyler Perry produced. So that's one of the reasons why I picked it up. But this show, it was these were the two characters were the reason why I even started watching Sisters in the first place, and they gave them the spinoff, and I followed them to the spinoff. So that's where a lot of my viewing attention has been. So that's the reason why I got to circle back and look at the season finale of She-Hulk. Okay. So
well, now and again, I haven't seen the season finale yet. I'm just this.
But
I'll watch that tonight.
However, I have enjoyed this. I've enjoyed the first season simply because it's not what you'd expect from a Marvel Disney Plus series. It's a comedy. It is a comedy, and people still can't. People still can't wrap their heads around. This is as one of our favorite cats like to say, this Marvel show is mid. No, you don't get it. You don't get it.
Young Finian.
You don't get it. That's the problem. You don't get it. This is what this is. It's comedy. It's breaking the third wall, and as a not only a comic book reader, but someone that read She-Hulk from the first comic, this captures all of the elements of that comic, which did not take itself serious.
Right, and I like the fact the actress and I forget her name. Her name was slips on the line.
You mean from Orphan Black? Yeah.
Right.
I was a huge Orphan Black fan. I mean, she won two Emmys off of Orphan Black. Wow. She's credible. Okay.
Her facial expressions.
Yeah.
Sell the show to me because she's stupid cute. She's stupid cute. It's like she's so teeny and she's like, oh, get her in my pocket. Get her in my pocket. You know what I'm saying? It's like this. You want to protect her and having a crush on her already. You know what I'm saying? Because she is the facial recognition, the software that they use for all that. You know what I'm saying? It's like, it's awesome. I like the vulnerability. I liked it we did with Broski. I like the whole compound. That was one of my favorite shows. That was one of my favorite parts too, especially when Porcupine took off his mask. But you know what I'm saying? I think that, if you take She-Hulk serious, you're not supposed to. And I like the fact that She-Hulk is a full-on sexual ass woman. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I mean? They like, She-Hulk for the street. No, she's not for the streets. She's an everyday walking around ass woman that in the course of, let's say, because you know what I'm saying, we're not saying this all happened in the same week. No, this is a course over months, even years at this point in time. She's a single woman and she's sexual. And she has the sex with the men that she wants to have sex with. And it's okay. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? She gets to feel bad. She gets to feel vulnerable. I like it. I enjoy She-Hulk. I like the fact when people were saying, oh, she's twerking. And I'm like this. She's a 30-something young year-old woman. She's supposed to twerk. Like that's prerequisite at this point.
Thank you. And look, and even before she became She-Hulk, Jennifer twerked at least one time or another in her lifetime.
In a lifetime. Yeah. She twerked it out. Yeah. She's twerking it. Jennifer's twerking. You know what I'm saying? And I like the way they brought it in and everything like that. I love the way she breaks the fourth wall. You know what I'm saying? And she does it sometimes overtly and then sometimes very slightly.
Yeah.
Like she'll look at the camera, she'll be like, you see this shit right here, right? You know what I'm saying? Like so yeah, and it's setting up for a lot of different other things. I want to say that the big bad in the background might be the leader.
Well, I don't know. And the only reason why I say I don't know is because, we recently got the news that the leader is going to be the big baddie in Captain America: New World Order.
Do you not think that She-Hulk? Because if we think about it, the leader has always been obsessed with creating more Hulks.
True.
So
that's a good point.
So I'm thinking that might be the big bad behind it. I think it's the leader that, and again, I haven't seen this episode yet, and I'm not going to give up anything on the Daredevil episode, which is an excellent episode, which is a very excellent episode. And I'm glad. Yeah, I think that on that level, man, She-Hulk is up there. It's better than the Hawkeye to me as far as comedy. I enjoyed the comedy of Hawkeye, and it's like this, and it's kind of like even with WandaVision and everything like that. WandaVision was one of those things that prepared you. Like if you enjoyed WandaVision, then it should have prepared you for every Marvel show that comes on after this.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? Because you couldn't enjoy Loki without WandaVision.
Thank you. So. I mean, the only one that standing alone by itself that didn't need the others was Falcon and Winter Soldier.
Right.
That was just standalone by itself. It felt standalone.
You know what that was? That was coming off Avengers. So it's like this. We were fresh off Avengers.
To me, that was the natural progression from Endgame.
Right.
Was Falcon and Winter Soldier. Okay, that was the natural progression from Endgame.
And it seems so long ago that we had Falcon and Winter Soldier because that was the first one that dropped on Plus, right?
No, the first one was WandaVision.
Okay.
WandaVision, then Falcon and
Winter Soldier. Because that dropped, so it was kind of like a roundabout. Because but then everything else after that is like once you get the quirkiness of WandaVision, then you should be able to get everything else like Loki.
You understand the quirkiness of Loki. You understand the importance of what if, especially when you get to Doctor Strange and the Multiverses of Madness.
Yes.
Okay.
That was.
Yeah. You like I said, you understand it. You understand why. You understand why they did what if the way they did what if.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think it's like one of those situations, man. It's like now it's one of those things where you just can't watch the movies anymore to get the whole story.
Exactly.
You know what I mean? So, it's we're in it now, man. We're in it. You know what I mean? I like people complain and stuff. I'm like, what are you guys complaining about? Like yes, the Thor movies were trash. The first Thor movies was trash because they tried to be serious, right?
Yeah.
Thor doesn't work serious. I don't think he does it. He does not work serious.
Now question. Here's my question. Okay. Was it that Thor didn't work as a serious piece, or was it Chris Hemsworth that didn't work as a serious Thor?
I think it's Quinn. I think we his comedic timing, man.
Yeah.
But again, I've seen him play serious roles more seriously or whatever. But you know what I mean, an action hero-y situation. You know what I mean, like if he's in a military movie or something like that. I mean, it's like okay, handsome blonde guy. But when you're playing Thor and you're doing the Thor shit, you know what I'm saying? I just feel better with him because once they allowed him to have those few jokes, even in Avengers, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. Those things, it's like, yeah, he's supposed to play. You know what I mean? He's dumb. He's a little stupid. You know what I mean? He's lived for 1,000 years and everything, but he you know what I mean? He's pretty much just a well-to-do rich kid, you know what I'm saying, that goes out there and tries his best to save people. Whatever. Yeah. He's got a good heart. He's just a dumb guy. You know what I mean? So, and now that he can ham it up, I liked it when he can ham it up.
Which is the reason why I enjoyed the Thor What If so much. Right. Okay, because that's what let's just say this. Even if I'm looking outside of MCU, and even if I'm looking outside of the comics, right? That Thor felt like what Thor was always supposed to be.
Right. Outside of when we wanted to kick ass, like when he, you know what I'm saying? It's like this because again, we do want the fucking all right. All jokes aside, ass. I got these hands, ass Thor. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
We want that too. I want the lightning eyes. I need that. You know what I'm saying? But yeah, I think it's told better when he has that comedy, and everything like that, and then you put the action with it, and it works good. Like I think that was probably one of the funnier Marvel movies ever, especially when you combine that with the goats and the jealousy of Stormbreaker.
Love and Thunder, look, Love and Thunder should have been serious because of the bad guy,
right?
The reason why he was bad and the person playing him. It should have been serious, okay? However, every other element in that movie there was no way the movie could be serious.
Could not be.
Okay? No way.
When Russell Crowe came out, can I say this right? When Russell Crowe came out as Zeus, bro, and when he did the Zeus accent, hello, how you doing? I said, I almost lost.
I would. Dude, I was look. I was falling out of my recliner. Okay, when he came out and started talking, I was like, oh, it's hilarious.
I was like, yo, because we was like, yo, he gonna come out Russell Crowe like Gladiator. First of all, he's pudgy, which I like or whatever. I was
Which is
Zeus. I am not gonna come to the orgy. You know what I mean? You're invited. You're uninvited to the orgy. That part, man, and the fact when they stripped him and everybody on the dais kind of passed out. And what I noticed after a second run through, the knights, the guards, they wobbled a little bit too. They was like, I was like, yo, this shit is hilarious. Speaking of Zeus, I don't know if you've seen this anime, but I wanted my man Schemes, Ace Bravo, put me onto it. If you don't get a chance, please download Schemes Ace Bravo, Hustle Man of Business. He's got some songs and music out right now. He also has Bars Loosely out right now. I like it. But he put me on to Return of Ragnarok, I think it's called, or Redemption of Ragnarok.
Okay.
It's on Netflix. Okay. Here is it. And then I'm gonna drop this jewel on you, and then I'm gonna leave, right? I'm gonna leave, and we're gonna shut the show down.
Okay.
For all 4 people that are watching. Okay. Here's the premise of it. The gods are about to destroy humanity. All of the gods got together in a room. Zeus is there, Odin's there, Krishna, all the gods. Okay, the Valkyrie and all that stuff. The main Valkyrie, Brunhilde, the one that, if you know Brunhilde, that's who Valkyrie is in Thor Ragnarok, the Black Lady, but she's not. So the whole premise of the Dane is she sets it up so that humans, the greatest fight in humans, can go against the gods.
Okay.
So I don't know if you know anything about Dynasty Warriors, but the dude from Dynasty Warriors, the video game is Lu Bu.
Okay.
Lu Bu fights Thor. And they go at it. So basically what she does is they take they power up the humans so they can match comparable to the gods. So we got Lubu, we got Adam, which is from Adam and Eve. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And it's the storytelling behind it is dope. And it's this tournament, and they're trying to fight to see if humanity can live for another 1,000 years. So Zeus is fighting Adam. They got Jack the Ripper fighting. Who is he fighting? I think Jack the Ripper's fighting Hercules or Ares. But that's in the next season. Who else fought? Poseidon versus some samurai that they had that the dude just kept losing, but he was trying to be the greatest samurai, the greatest swordsman. And what he did was he kept training in his afterlife, and he fights Poseidon. And Poseidon is a fucking, when I say a monster. So check it out. It's dope. It's a anime joint, so it's a little weird, a little bit. But it's called Road to Ragnarok or something like that. It's Ragnarok in the
I will definitely look that up. Definitely.
But yeah, that Adam Zeus fight. I'm just gonna say this right here. Adam does not give a fuck. 100% unequivocal, buck ass naked, fighting. They told him to choose a weapon. This motherfucker decided to get brass knuckles. Listen what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying?
Brass knuckles.
Right.
Okay.
I'm gonna just say that Adam picks brass knuckles, and Adam has those hands. So you know what I'm saying?
Wow. Okay. I'm gonna have to check that out. I definitely.
So if you don't get a chance to look at anything else, man, it's a quick watch. It's pretty good, man. But yeah, man, I want to say thank y'all for tuning in to Intelligent Ratchet on this special Facebook jail edition of Intelligently Ratchet. We're gonna be here. Like we got to figure something out because
don't worry,
we might be here for the next couple days. Couple weeks. But hey, it's all good. Hey, it's okay. We're getting into the holidays anyway. You know what I'm saying? Hey, we might all need a break a little bit. But I'm gonna tell you this right here on the 21st. Please come out to the local 506. We're having the hoodie ball. You know what I'm saying? Bring out your special made custom hoodies. Icy the Boss is going to be there. There's a couple other super dope individuals out there. Also, I might be hosting. Hold on. Let me make sure. Hold on. Let me get my
pull up that calendar, bro. Pull up that calendar.
Gotta pull up the calendar. You know what I'm saying? Oh, that's still Beats and Bar stuff. Hold on. Let's go ahead and get down to the place and everything. Hold on, there we go. My hosting class, remember that's this Sunday, so it's not too late to sign up for that. You could hit us up at the YB Normal hosting at gmail.com. Please hit us up there.
Make sure you do.
You know what I'm saying? Also, the Crown Kings joint. That's what I was looking for. Yeah. Let me pull that up for us. Hold on. I'm just, you know what? Hey, let's just make a post out of it. You know what? Because guess what? We need to promote it anyway. But yeah, the Crown Kings is going. I'm gonna be hosting that joint, the Crown Kings joint in Greensboro at 310 South Green Street in Greensboro. Man, that's going down on October 30th. My hosting class is this Sunday. And then on the hoodie ball will be at the local 506 on October the 21st in Chapel Hill. So, you know what I mean? Rock your favorite hoodie and everything like that. And you might win $150 or something like that. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like I said, it's Black Ladies on that joint. J-Dub, the boss. Icy the boss. There's two bosses on here. I don't know. It's crazy. You know what I'm saying? Kaylee, GFA, and Art God. So all those people are going to be on the joint. You know what I'm saying? The Crown Kings are going to have OC from NC with B Squared, Ilpo, Juice Lord, Josie, Mo, Big Remo. You know what I'm saying? Flash is going to be on the wheels of steel. So that you shouldn't miss that.
That is thick with North Carolina hip hop, y'all.
Yeah.
Thick.
And it's a lot of Bishop Omega, man, going on for the month of October, man. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, come out to the hosting class. That way y'all can see how y'all can pile up hosts, how I power these gigs up. I don't power these gigs up myself. I don't book myself. I don't go out. I don't have a booking agent. You know why? You know why? I host so many shows. Come by the class. I'll tell you how to do it or whatever that word is. You know what I'm saying? And you get my secret. I will give you. You paying me to give you? I'm gonna give you the secrets. Not for free though. So man, this has been Intelligently Ratchet. Man, C. Perry Elysia. You know what I'm saying? With the Straight to Tape crew. You know what I'm saying? Hope to see those guys pretty soon.
You will.
If they let me, if they allow me to get Facebook will allow me to be a guest host.
Hey, you know you will be back, my brother. Thank you for coming through the 4-year anniversary show. So appreciated your presence there. Especially shouts out to Sadat X. Shouts out to Carlita Durand. Yeah, great show, man. Great show. I'm happy you were a part of that, my man.
Man, I'm glad I could be. And guys, listen, I'm gonna say this right here, man. Be safe out here, man, in these streets. I just heard it was like a shooting out in the neighborhood in
Raleigh. There was an active shooter in the Hedingham section of Raleigh. It looks like there were 4 4 people killed. One of them was a Raleigh officer, a canine officer, and one other was also taken to the hospital. It looks like they do have the suspect detained. So, So definitely keep that neighborhood in your prayers.
For real. I think one of my homegirls lives out there, so an officer came in and told them to go in the house. So all the prayers to everybody in that neighborhood in Raleigh, man. Stop the violence and all that stuff. This has been Intelligently Ratchet. It's my boy Bishop Omega for C. Perry. C. Perry.
Oh yeah, that's me.
He phenomenal. You know what I'm saying? And Just, man, feel better, Just. You know what I'm saying? I think Just got the bubble guts for making fun of me yesterday for being in Facebook jail. So
he should be clear in about a week, man. So,
it was a 25. It was like a 24 to 40 hour blog. You know what I'm saying? I just start feeling myself like probably today.
Okay. Yeah, feel better, Just, man. Come get your seat back, man.
Yep, come on, get your seat back. Oh, I can give it to Pete. You know what I'm saying? He likes it.
Hey,
All right, so this is Intelligent Ratchet. I'm stopping with the goodbyes. Goodbye.
Later.
And always remember, at the end of the day, it's night.